Plants need water and minerals for photosynthesis, growth, enzyme activity, and overall survival. These substances are mainly absorbed from the soil through the roots. The most important region for absorption is the root hair zone, also called the region of maturation. Root hairs are tiny extensions of epidermal cells. They greatly increase the surface area of the root, allowing more contact with soil water and dissolved minerals. Soil water is present as a thin film around soil particles. This water contains dissolved mineral ions such as nitrates, phosphates, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and iron. Water mainly enters root hair cells by osmosis. The soil solution usually has higher water potential, while the cell sap inside root hairs has lower water potential because it contains more dissolved substances. Therefore, water moves from the soil into the root hair cell. Mineral ions may enter root cells by diffusion when their concentration is higher in the soil than inside the cell. But in many cases, minerals are absorbed against the concentration gradient. This requires energy from ATP and carrier proteins in the cell membrane. This process is called active transport. So, water absorption mainly occurs by osmosis, while mineral absorption often occurs by active transport. After entering the root hair, water moves inward through the cortex toward the xylem. This movement can occur through three pathways. The first is the apoplast pathway, where water moves through cell walls and intercellular spaces without entering the cytoplasm. The second is the symplast pathway, where water moves through the cytoplasm of living cells connected by plasmodesmata. The third is the transmembrane pathway, where water repeatedly crosses cell membranes as it moves from one cell to another. As water reaches the innermost layer of the cortex, it comes to the endodermis. The endodermis contains the Casparian strip, a waterproof band made of suberin. The Casparian strip blocks the apoplast pathway and forces water and minerals to pass through the living cells of the endodermis. This allows the plant to selectively regulate which substances enter the vascular tissue. After crossing the endodermis, water and minerals pass through the pericycle and enter the xylem vessels. Xylem transports water and minerals upward from the roots to the stem and leaves. There are two important forces involved in this upward movement. The first is root pressure. Root cells actively move minerals into the xylem. This lowers the water potential inside the xylem, causing water to enter. The entry of water creates positive pressure that can push water upward. Root pressure is more noticeable at night or when transpiration is low. The second and main force is transpiration pull. When water evaporates from leaves through stomata, it creates a pulling force in the xylem. Because water molecules remain connected by cohesion, this pull draws water upward from the roots. In most plants, especially tall plants, transpiration pull is the main force responsible for upward movement of water. Another related process is imbibition. Imbibition is the absorption of water by hydrophilic materials such as cell walls, dry seeds, and soil particles. It helps materials hold water, but the main entry of water into living root cells occurs by osmosis.